Oliver's Mount is an area of high ground overlooking Scarborough. It has fantastic views over the town, a war memorial, camping and caravanning at selected times of the year, 10 football pitches, 1 rugby league pitch and a cafe. But it's most famous for the circular public road that winds its way around the hill that is also a motor racing circuit. Join us as we take a lap of the course. A fast lap is around 2 minutes 45 seconds. In the smaller screen, I've speeded up our more sedate tour to replicate what that looks like. In my younger days, I would dream of places like this. Occasionally, I would share my vision, only to be met by a common response: the council won't allow it. A bit negative, you might think, but it's true, bar this one exception. Built in 1945, Oliver's Mount is England's only real road racing circuit. 10 years earlier, in 1935, the local motor club first suggested a much larger 14-mile track on Seamer Moor to rival the Nuremberg Ring. It was scaled down to a 10-mile circuit that almost got the go-ahead before objectors got their way. Although sad they didn't see fruition, those grander plans played a part in the creation of this circuit. It seems Oliver's Mount was offered to some extent as a consolation, and the motor club quickly got to work, holding their first race in 1946. It's a narrow, twisty and tight 2.4-mile circuit. It hosts mainly motorcycle races and hill climbs and, by all accounts, is one of the most challenging tracks to get to grips with. It's very popular and draws thousands of spectators. In recent years, objections and safety concerns nearly saw the track close, but thankfully a well-organised and determined group of enthusiasts have kept it alive. Good on them.
Why is it called Oliver's Mount?
It's named after Oliver Cromwell. Not entirely certain why, but the hill is named after Oliver Cromwell, and the racetrack has been given the same name as well.
Wow.
And as you can see, it's got all the trappings of a racetrack.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what it is.
Got some brilliant corners.
It has, yeah. And because it's on the hill, you've got that added thing of the different heights and gradients and stuff.
Pardon?
My jacket plugged in, yeah?
Can't hear you.
My jacket plugged in?
Oh, yes. So we're just leaving Oliver's Mount now, heading back down off the mount into the town of Scarborough, where we're just going to have a little look at the seafront and some of the more prominent buildings of Scarborough. There's I think it's called the Royal Hotel of Scarborough, which is a big old Victorian hotel, and a few other buildings on the seafront that are worth a little look at. Boy racers doing the circuit. Lovely view of Scarborough. Look at that. Very good.
Scarborough became Britain's first seaside resort when, in 1626, a stream of acidic water running from one of the cliffs was promoted as a therapeutic treatment. People flocked to the town hoping for a cure to all sorts of ailments, and the town grew to accommodate the visitors who were also keen to experience sea bathing, bracing walks, clean air, and be entertained.
So this is Scarborough seafront, and there's the famous Royal Hotel, I reckon, up there.
The Grand Hotel opened in 1867 and was the largest hotel and largest brick structure in Europe. In the First World War, the east coast was targeted by the German Navy, and the hotel was badly damaged when the town was bombarded by 3 battleships. The hotel was hit at least 30 times. Unfortunately, this iconic building has struggled in the 21st century and has been plagued with health scares, bad press, and dreadful reviews. It would be great to see it restored to its former glory and rightful place as the town's premier hotel.
Scarborough Spa.
Throughout the 1800s, Scarborough Spa developed into the complex of buildings that are there today, including the bridge that connected the spa to the Grand Hotel, providing a manageable gradient. The spa has a grand hall which seats 1,500 and hosts live entertainment including the Scarborough Spa Orchestra and the annual Scarborough Jazz Festival. The Spa Theatre is home to summer season shows and Christmas pantomimes.
Looks like fishing is alive and well with those lovely fishing boats in there. Believe it or not, the last 5 episodes have all been the same day. That started back in Skegness. It's been one of the best riding days we've ever had. We didn't know it at the time, but tomorrow would be just as good, if not better. Riding through and out of Scarborough, up onto the Yorkshire moors in the late afternoon under these atmospheric skies was awesome. We had covered over 250 miles and been riding for nearly 10 hours at this point. Our intercom and GoPro batteries had just about given up for the day, and we weren't far behind, but had one last place we wanted to visit and still needed to find somewhere to stay for the night.
Looks like it's raining out there. Look at that. So we're just coming down to Robin Hood's Bay, and I knew about this place because of Lucy at Ep33, who is a crochet blogger who lives in the north of England, and she's talked about Robin Hood's Bay on her blog before. So I thought, I'd like to go there. It looks lovely in the pictures that she posted on her visit on her blog. So here I am.
Producing these videos has been a great learning curve. GoPro has been the key to capturing great footage, but as much as we love it, there are times when we despair with the product. It hadn't been too bad up to this point, but right when we needed it most, it decided to be temperamental. We persevered but ended up resorting to using the phone. If you use GoPro, you're probably feeling our pain right now. Thankfully, we got something.
We ended up just outside Whitby in a pleasant modern Marston's pub and lodge. Thanks for sticking with us until the end of this episode. We hope you will join us next Friday as we discover the charming ancient fishing port of Whitby and beyond. So we've been trying to get in the room, but it won't let us in. So we've dumped everything, or Jared has, and he's going to get another key for it.